All right, Shalom. I want to start out by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Peace and salutations to the whole fleet elect. Coming at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. I'm safe now. This is an article that I read and I just highlighted I'm safe now because this is the mindset of a lot of people that they believe in their mind that they're safe. And we're going to read further down a little bit to see why this individual feels, this way. So it says men across America are getting vasectomies as an act of love. But with abortion rights at risk, they want a role in reproductive planning. Right? So this is what you see, a large percentage of men doing this, and they're calling it an act of love, right? It says after Andy and Aaron Gress had their fourth child, Andy decided it was time for him to step up and help with the family planning. So he did something that the mayor thought of makes some men cringe. He got a vasectomy. It was early one morning last winter, a brief moment of peace before juggling getting the kids ready for online school and work Zoom calls. He happened to see a local news story about discounts being offered during World Vasectomy Day. He made an appointment that day. His wife had taken birth control pills, but she struggled with the side effects. She had worked as a night nurse through 4 pregnancies, and the couple had children ranging in age from 2 to 11. The procedure was a total relief, almost like the Crown Royale. Like, I'm safe now, said Gress, who works in higher education. I wanted to man up. Okay, so him manning up in his mind, and a lot of men's mind states who have gotten this procedure, their act of love, so-called, their manning up was what? To get a vasectomy. Right? This is hell. This is hell, because these people are through, because, children, having children is a beautiful thing, and you're supposed to enjoy your children, right? But not here in the Babylonian Great, you can't. Like I said, this is hell, and people are through. So now men are deciding what? Now men are deciding to just go ahead and get a vasectomy. They're not having to deal with what? Their wife, putting her seed in a wife and her wife bearing another child. Because it puts a lot more stress on you when you do, have more children, especially in this place. What all the BS you got going on, the cost of living, right? The inflation and everything. Just hell, all around hell. Now, as the Most High said, let's get this real fast. Book of Genesis, chapter 1. Because that's off, man. Getting a vasectomy. And if you don't know what that is, let's just pull it up real quick. A vasectomy is a medical sterilization procedure for men who are sure they don't want a future pregnancy. All right, that's what that is. Now, what did the Most High say? The book of Genesis, chapter 1, verse 28, it says, and the Most High blessed them, and the Most High said unto them, be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, over every living thing that moveth upon the earth. Okay, so man and woman are supposed to bring forth children and multiply. Now, as you see the way the world is going, right? You see the wickedness increasing. Scripture says that as iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. You see a lot of wickedness going on the planet Earth. A lot of, left-hand satanic agendas being pushed. The cost of living, everything is going up. It's just hard for people to maintain everything they have going on, especially with this Crown Royale running rapid through the world. Omarion having tours. Omarion is on tour, all across the world. So that's going on. Okay, so it's just getting hard for people when they're just saying the hell with it, the hell with even, having a chance, of having children. Let me just get a vasectomy. Now I'll say this, it would be, it would be more wise to not have children, in the day and time that we're living with all this madness going on. But if the Lord end up blessing you with a child, giving you a child, then it is what it is. You got to take that on the chin, But to get a vasectomy, come on, man. That's off. Okay, but I understand. Why men are leaning towards this. They're saying the hell with even having the possibility, of putting more hell or stress in my life. Okay. Now, these people believe they safe. These people that got the Crown Royale, they believe they're safe. No, you're not safe. You're still going to catch hell. Okay, even though you people that's getting these vasectomies all around the board, you're not going to escape the destruction, the death, the hell that's coming to the planet Earth. Right? Because this is what's coming. Right, and especially going to pour upon you people that's in America, Babylon, and Great, because you're welcome. You live in such of a state in a state of comfortability and convenience. So let's get this real fast. This is a quick lesson to the spirit. Book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, verse 11. It says, I'll start at verse 10. It says, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. And this is what's happened. This is what happened. In ancient Egypt got smited with 10 plagues. Now we know America, Babylon the Great is called spiritually Sodom and Egypt, and we know this place is going to be plagued as well, as it says. Verse 12, it says, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. Now, this mindset, people have it in their mind that, this God bless America. No, okay? It says, I read it again, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. So the Most High is bringing punishment, death, destruction, famine, division, race wars, right? Hell. All this is coming to the planet Earth. So there is no God bless America, right? Verse 13, they that till the ground shall mourn, for the seed shall fail, though the blasting in hell with a fearful constellation. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. So when you go into this word, woe means what? To be mourning, to be in a state of mourning, to be sorrow, devastation, destruction. That's what it's talking about. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. All right, and people have no clue that this accountability that somewhat exists as of now it's all about the end. Okay, it's all about the end. This hell. The madness that you see going on in other countries, the uprisings of the people, the sedition, the rebellion, the draconian measures. It's about to be right in front of your face. It's going to be your reality in America, Babylon the Great. Okay, but people are so freaking blind and in tune with the Bread and Circus Act, they have no clue that this is about to take place. All right. Verse 15, it says, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another with swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and evading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. In the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So this is what's happening. Okay, and this is what's going to take place. Famine, race wars, okay, civil war, division, chaos, ultimate rebellion against, the law enforcement. These things, this is what's happening. And when 911 goes off the grid, it's over with. You best believe it's going to be complete maniacs running around here committing all types of wickedness. Okay, and with no regard to anyone and no one to stop them. This is what's happening. Okay, now, going back to this article a little bit, right? Not this one. What was that? So I was reading this article. I just wanted to mention a few things. I want to go to children, right? Because I spoke about children. Because now it's like having children. Having children is like, it's like, oh my goodness, it's like hell. You know, more stress, more, more the increase of bills and things of that sort when you have children. But having children is a beautiful thing. You know, in this society, you have no control over your children. Your children is being brought up by the public school system and brought up by the things that's going on around them in society. Now, as the scriptures say, Proverbs chapter 22 verse 6, train up a child in the way they should go. So you could do your best by training up your child, by the way of the scriptures. That's what you're supposed to be doing if you're an Israelite. But then you have the surrounding world around them that's influencing them with the BS. Okay, that's another fight within itself. Trying to separate your kid from the mindset of this world when they're just a child. Okay, but let's see if I can find one. Oh, here we go. Ecclesiastes chapter 25, verse 7. It says, there be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that have joy, what? A man that have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemies. So a man that have what? Joy of his children. And in this place, you don't get no joy of your children because you always got to be what? You always got to be at work. Okay, you got to send your children off to a public school system to be taught what? Complete lies. Okay? Complete lies and be indoctrinated with complete BS. Getting that whole anti-Messiah spirit put on them. K through 12, even going up into college. This is BS, man. Right? But you're supposed to have joy of your children. Now, brothers, sisters do have, they can get somewhat, a joy. To somewhat of it, but we never, experience real joy of our children, real joy between, the spouses between each other, real joy of family, really to enjoy life. We never experienced that. And these are the things, some of the things we are looking forward to, in the kingdom, So, let's see. So the children. Here we go. Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 23. Hast thou children? Instruct them and bow down their neck from their youth. So this is still going into a train up a child in a way that he should go. We're supposed to instruct our children in the ways of the Lord. Our heritage, our culture. But it's hard to do so in this freaking wicked, satanic, Babylonian society when they're being taught all around them wickedness and witchcraft is being influenced, every day. All right. How you doing? That's the point, I wanted to get, I just wanted to touch on this through the spirit. But yeah, this is what you see. This is going on, a big thing that's going on with the men of saying, screw the possibility of having children. Let me just, take that out of the picture right now. Let me just get a vasectomy. So just a quick hit to the spirit. Lord willing, that was edifying. Shalom.